What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today I'm going to be covering Quant, and at the end of the video I will be giving my price prediction for the next bull run, so make sure you stay tuned. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So first things first, I'm going to go over Quant's fundamentals and tokenomics for those of you guys that don't know. So Quant is currently trading at a price point of $103. It has a market cap of $1.2 billion, and that ranks 37th among all cryptocurrencies. Quant has a max supply of 14.8 million and a circulating supply of 12 million. That's about 81% in circulation. And to put that into perspective, Bitcoin has a max supply of only 21 million. Quant is just over 2/3 the supply of Bitcoin. So it's extremely scarce, even more so than Bitcoin. Quant reached its all-time high back in the 2021 bull market at $428 and is down 75% since then. And if you guys are looking to invest in Quant, I recommend using Binance, Coinbase, or KuCoin. I think those are the three easiest centralized exchanges to use. Now, what is Quant? Quant launched in June of 2018 with the goal of connecting blockchains and networks on a global scale without reducing the efficiency and interoperability of the network. It is the first project to solve the interoperability problem through the creation of the first blockchain operating system, which is the Overledger network. So the main aim of Quant using Overledger is to bridge the gaps that exist between different blockchains. So there are a lot of people out there that look at Quant's extremely low supply and basically assume that they're trying to be another version of Bitcoin. And yes, their low supply is very appealing to a lot of investors. However, the comparison to Bitcoin is very unrealistic. In many regards, Quant is trying to do something significantly larger than Bitcoin, as Bitcoin essentially works as a perfect store of value. It has a max supply of only 21 million and it's completely decentralized. Quant, on the other hand, is a very centralized project, which some people don't like. But essentially, Quant is trying to be the glue for the entire world economy and solve the whole interoperability issue, which quite frankly is about as big of a use case as you can get. And Quant is also one of 8 cryptocurrencies that are rumored to be ISO 20022 compliant, which is huge because that allows them to integrate within the entire financial sector, working alongside central banks with cross-border payments. And given that they are connected to central banks, that is naturally going to give Quant a credibility that most projects do not have, and it certainly could install confidence among investors. And the founder of Quant is Gilbert Burdian, and he has over 20 years of industry experience in upgrading the security, technology, and business strategies of businesses around the globe in order to achieve tangible results. And in my opinion, Gilbert Burdian is one of the smartest people in the crypto space. He also founded the ISO standard TC307, which currently has 53 countries working towards it, and it's responsible for the standardization in relation to blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. So if you guys are looking to invest in Quant, I recommend doing a little more research into Gilbert Burdian. In my opinion, he has one of the most impressive resumes in the entire crypto space. And then if you go to Quant's website, the foundation of the blockchain economy, assets of all kinds from currencies to carbon credits are being tokenized on blockchain. And my favorite part right here, our patented technology makes this simple, trusted, and future-proof. Their technology is patented, so you aren't going to see a bunch of other cryptocurrencies out there trying to copy them. They are very unique and very innovative, which from an investment standpoint is exactly what you're looking for. And if you scroll down to the bottom of Quant's website, they constantly have new articles that keep their community up to date. For example, the most recent one is Quant adds support for the Sepolia network, and they had another article August 21st, August 8th, August 1st. So I do recommend coming down to these articles and educating yourself. Now, before I get into some technical analysis, I want to first go over the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, because I think it could be a great opportunity right now. So as you can see right now, we are fearful. We are at the 38 level, and last month we were neutral at that 52 level. So why measure fear and greed? The crypto market behavior is very emotional. People tend to get greedy when the market is rising, which results in FOMO. Also, people often sell their coins in irrational reaction of seeing red numbers. With our Fear and Greed Index, we try and save you from your own emotional overreactions. There are 2 simple assumptions. Extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That could be a good buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market could be due for a correction. So when you see that the Fear and Greed Index is fearful, we just read that that could be a good buying opportunity. Now you have to understand this is not the only kind of indicator you want to use when you're looking to buy crypto. Obviously, anything is possible. There's always a chance this indicator could be used for manipulation tactics. But again, from my past experience, this indicator's usually been pretty accurate. So just understand that the overall sentiment of the market right now is fearful. And now if we get into some technical analysis, if you look at Quant on the daily time frame, in my previous video I had drawn Quant in a descending triangle. So at the time the stochastics were pushing up, but they still had room to come up. And I said I wouldn't be surprised if Quant ended up breaking above the trend line. And that's exactly what happened. So any of you guys that took that trade could have made some decent gains. And if you guys enjoy making gains in the crypto market, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. I have made a lot of calls that have hit during this bear market already. The three most recent examples were Caspa, HBAR, and Jasmy. And I will continue making calls on projects that I believe could be profitable in the future. So stay tuned. Now, as for what I'm seeing right now, the stochastics are getting very overbought and the RSI is getting a little bit overbought. And then if you look at price action and you skip this middle wick, we swing from a higher high to a lower high. And on the RSI, we swing from a lower high to a higher high. That is class A bearish divergence. Now, some people don't like to skip the middle wick, so it's really your preference. But regardless, with the overbought stochastics and the overbought RSI, I would not be shocked if Quant does retrace a little bit. So a potential scenario that could happen is price action starts to retrace, and in the meantime, the stochastics and the RSI also retrace, and then price action comes down, touches the trend line, where it then can potentially come up and hit that $112 region, which was previous resistance in the past. So overall, Quant doesn't look too bad right now, but I might be looking for a minor retracement in the short term. But keep in mind, Quant and most other cryptocurrencies right now are tied to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rises, most will rise. If Bitcoin falls, most will fall. That being said, I want to show you guys Bitcoin on the daily time frame. So the first thing you guys will probably notice is that Bitcoin had a massive red candle on August 17th. And a lot of people believe that was due to SpaceX liquidating their Bitcoin. But what's fascinating is I have been calling for a drop on Bitcoin for a long time now. The reason for that is because the 21-day moving average broke beneath the 50-day, which created a death cross. And in all of my previous videos, I went back in Bitcoin's history and I showed we would have a death cross and we would drop huge. Another death cross, another huge drop. Another death cross, another drop. And then the one prior to this, we had a death cross and we went from 29K down to 24K. So whether or not this recent drop was due to technical analysis being technical analysis, or if it was due to macro events, who knows? But we still dropped. Now at the current moment, Bitcoin has a lot of mixed signals. So we'll start off with the bullish ones. The stochastics and the RSI are both extremely oversold. And then if you look at price action, there's two major divergences. Price action swings from a lower low to a higher low, and a smaller version of the same thing, lower low to higher low. The RSI is higher low to lower low, and then higher low to lower low. Both of those are class A bullish divergence. Typically that signals a local bottom has been reached, and the only way those get negated is if price action drops all the way back down to probably that 17,000 region, which I don't see happening due to how strong the divergences actually are. And now the bearish indicators. So first things first is that price action is trading beneath all of the moving averages right now. Typically that is very bearish. On top of that, the 21-day moving average is about to break beneath the 200-day, which is another death cross, and that typically is much worse than Bitcoin just crossing the 50-day. So be very careful if this cross actually happens. On top of that, Bitcoin is also potentially forming a bear flag, which breaks down 68% of the time, and it has a measured move all the way down to about 22,400. So Bitcoin is being very indecisive right now. But personally, I will not be bullish on Bitcoin until price action gets back above at least the 200-day moving average, and preferably the 21-day as well. But you also have to keep in mind, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF were to get accepted, that could skyrocket Bitcoin, Quant, the entire crypto market. On the contrary, if it gets rejected, or another situation similar to SpaceX liquidating their Bitcoin happens, that could tank the entire crypto market. So I just recommend having a long-term outlook on crypto. Realize that anything can happen in the short term, so just keep an open mind. So now for the final part of this video, I'm going to compare Quant to the all-time market cap high that some of these other projects reached last bull run. And in doing so, I'm going to try and come up with a reasonable price prediction for Quant next bull run. So this is a historical snapshot of September 12th of 2021. This was kind of in the middle of the May all-time highs and the November all-time highs. But Quant reached its all-time high September 11th, and the September 12th snapshot is the closest they have to that date. So as you can see, Bitcoin's trading about 46,000. And if you scroll down, you can see Quant was the 39th largest cryptocurrency with a market cap of 4.3 billion, and it was trading at a price point of $357. Now what I want you to understand is this was basically the all-time high of Quant, and it was only the 39th largest cryptocurrency. If you go back to the current version of Quant, they have a market cap of only 1.2 billion, and they are the 37th largest cryptocurrency. So based on ranking, they are still outperforming their all-time high. But if we look at some of the projects that are above Quant at this time, Algorand, which had a market cap of 12.4 billion, Terra Luna, which had a market cap of 15.8 billion, which to be fair, I know that this is not the all-time high of Terra Luna, as it reached a market cap closer to 41 billion. But then even a project like Solana, 51.2 billion. Now, if you go to market cap up and you start off by comparing Quant to the all-time market cap high that Algorand reached last bull run, which was $13.3 billion. If Quant reached those levels, it'd be trading at a price point of $920, and that'd be an 8.9x. Now, personally, I think this is very reasonable for Quant, but I think it's more on the low end. And now here's where things get interesting. If you were someone that believes Quant could reach the all-time market cap high that Terra Luna reached last bull run, which was $41 billion, then Quant would be trading at a price point of $2,800, and that'd be a 27x. Now, on the Algorand price comparison, I thought that would be the low end for Quant. Now, for Terra Luna, I think this is more of the middle end to the high end for Quant. It's very ambitious, but I don't think it's too ambitious. I could see a reality where this happens. And now for the final comparison, if you are someone that believes Quant could reach the all-time market cap high that Solana reached last bull run, which was $77.4 billion, then Quant would be trading at a price point of $5,300, and that'd be a 51x. Now, it's fascinating because $77.4 billion is not easy to reach at all. And I do want to be clear, I don't think Quant reaches these levels next bull run. However, if a mid-cap crypto was gonna do it, I think it could be Quant. Again, you have to understand, Quant is trying to do something that is enormous. They are essentially trying to be the glue for the entire world economy. They are already heavily connected to the entire financial sector and the central banks. Plus, they have a supply that is even lower than Bitcoin. So in the future, I do see Quant getting to these levels. I just don't know as though it will be next bull run. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think Quant could go next bull run? If you guys found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.